Okay, our objective today is to review for the Chapter 7 test. I'm going to go back to this for a second. Here were the answers to 7.7c, so if you're absent, please make sure you check these. Those of you that are here, what questions do you have on 7.7c? So let's start there. Greta, what number? Number 9. Okay, let me say this first. So number 9, you're just using the interest formula. I think I said that wrong to you. Number 9 asks you, what is the total amount paid after 6 months? So that means that you have to pay interest on your bond. So on the test, I'll make sure that I have what is the interest. You know what I mean? Did you use I equals PERT for number 9? Yes. Yes. So, yeah, let me show you. For the first part of 9, you had to take interest equals the principal times the rate times the time, which is 0.5 because 6 months is 0.5. So number 9, you get $113.75 because the amount that you had to pay after 6 months is the same thing as what is the simple interest. Does that make sense? Okay. Joseph? Number 7? Okay. So number 7, you were using the account balance formula, so you had $9,306.20, which is equal to the principal, and then 1 plus, in parentheses, 0.077, and then times 26. Make sure you're always converting months to years. And you want me to keep going? Okay, so then I multiply these next. And then I added 1 plus 2.002. And I just got rid of the parentheses. And then, Joseph, I divided both sides by 3.002. And you get 3,100. Say that again? Okay. Yeah, and those little mistakes could make your answer completely off. So just take your time when you're solving. Setting up these kind of problems, that's the hard part. Solving them should be easy because you've done that before. Drew? 15. Go ahead, Neil. Okay. Okay. Okay, so 15. So 15, I guess you could say was a challenge problem, but I didn't tell you it was because they gave you the formula to use, and you guys know what P means, what R means, what N means, etc. So it shouldn't have been bad, but here's how you set it up. So a balance is equal to 1,000, and then in parentheses 1 plus 0.06 divided by 4, all raised to the 5 times 4 power. Did you have that set up, Drew? Did you read the problem? Okay. I'm going to stop there on that one. I want you to redo that. Read it again, and then if you don't get it, let me know tomorrow, and I'll come back to it. Because if you reread the problem, they tell you exactly how to set it up. Okay. Were you confused on how to solve it? Did they tell you in the problem? So I want you to read it again and try it again. Okay, it was on the board, Gio. $1,346.86. Okay, did you check your answers, Gio? Okay, Gio, whenever I ask if everyone checked their answers, you need to tell me, no, I did not. So check your answers. Kevin, sorry. Yeah. For number 15? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you don't have to. But actually, okay, what you're thinking, Kevin, if you would have multiplied by 0.25, that'd be the same thing as dividing by 4. So you were thinking right, you just set it up a little bit wrong. Does that make sense? Okay, good thinking. Nathan S? Yeah. Ooh. Thank you. Should be 3,100. That's probably why you guys were confused. Anyone else questions on 7.7c? Joseph? Okay, let me go back to it. Gio, you're just going to check Blackboard. Okay, here's number 7. So Joseph, why don't you look at the smart board? You said you had it set up just like that? Okay, so then the last step should be take 9,306.20 and then divide by 3.002. Are you sure? Okay. Abigail, number 5. Okay, you were looking for years. Okay, so number 5, you have the account balance, which is 1993.60, which is equal to principal, and then 1 plus the rate. Okay. Okay. Remember, only use compound interest if it says that it's compounded annually. If it doesn't say that, use this. Anyone else on 77C? Steve? 5 still? Okay. So after you distribute here, we have 1993.60 equals 1600 plus 65.6T, and then subtract 16 from both sides. So you get 393.60 equals 65.6T, and then divide both sides by 65.6, and you get T. Okay, all you're doing is solving an equation. So at this point, you're just solving a 2-step equation. You okay? Drew? You just take 5 times 4, which is 20? Drew, you need to do one thing at a time. So you need to do what's inside parentheses first. So divide these, add 1 to it. Once you get what's in here, and I don't want to tell you because I want you to do it, you then put this number, caret 20. Do one thing at a time. Order of operations. Anyone else on 77C? Joseph? I'll come back to you, Shane. The answer? Okay, Shane? Correct. The reason, and I was trying to tell Greta that earlier, the reason that one is interest is because you have to pay money for borrowing money. So it's kind of like a mortgage. You have to pay an interest. They want to know what's the total amount that you had to pay from the amount you borrowed. There are not any on the test like that. That's why I answered your question the way I did. This is a harder worksheet. Does that make sense, though? Okay. It is a little confusing. Yeah. The interest, correct. Anyone else on 77C? Nathan S.? What do I have for what? No. Number 15, I did not teach that to you. That was just something I wanted you to do to try to think a little bit. They gave you a formula that if you take finance or accounting, you'll see that and learn that. No, but not this year. No. If I did want you to know that, it would have been in your notes. No, I would never do that. Drew. Yep. Good job. Anyone else on 77C? Okay, let's go to the car loan problem and see what questions you have. Okay, so what questions do you have on I wrote everything up there. What questions do you have on the car loan problem, Ray? Okay, so on loan C, you should have done 10,000 times, in parentheses, 1.04. So 1 plus the rate raised to time, which is 6. Make sure you convert all the months to years. Oh, so that's why. C tells you that there's a 4% interest rate. So maybe you looked at loan B by accident. Okay. Anyone else on the car loan? Okay, that was easier, I guess. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down on the car loan problem. Okay, now thumbs up, thumbs down for the entire lesson 7-7. So that's probably going to change a little for some of you. Because we're going to do a little more today with the review. Okay, thank you. let's go to the warm-up, okay, and then I'll see what other questions that you guys have. All right, warm-up. Let's just go through the answers. Sorry, number 1 and 2 were on your homework. My fault. Number 1, Nathan M., what did you get? Okay, I'll come back to you for number 1. Drew, what did you have for number 2 on the warm-up? Number 2. Oh, yeah. That's the one that asks you about the interest. Okay, I would accept $113 and how many cents? Good. Did anyone put the balance? It doesn't matter. I would accept either. Camille? Good. Either one there. It's fine. Ray, number 3. Okay. Skylar, number 3. Good job. Nathan M., let's go back to you for number 1. Nope, should be less than that. David, what did you get for 1? Okay, unless I messed up, it should be less than that. Evan? Yeah, it should be 32 years. So let me set that one up. So the balance is $12,143.20 is equal to principal, and then in parentheses, 1 plus 0.057t. And then distribute. So 12,143.20 equals 4,300 plus 245.1t. And then from there, subtract 4,300 from both sides, and then divide by 245.1. I can keep going if anyone needs me to. Those of you that missed that, what did you do wrong? David? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, you did PERT instead of balance. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay, any other questions on anything from the homework or warm-up? Nathan S.? Yeah. Well, no. Because on this one, you're finding time. So no. But if they asked you for the balance or interest, then you could interchange those. Steve? Yeah. Okay, number 3 is compound interest. So you needed to use the compound interest formula, which is account balance equals P and then 1 plus R raised to the T. So the principal is 2,000 and then 1.036 goes in parentheses. You need to convert months to years. So 54 months is 4.5 years. And then 1.036 raised to the 4.5 power you need to do first. And then times 2,000. You okay? The wrong formula. Questions? Okay, so let me ask you this one more time. What is the simple interest formula? So if you just have to find simple interest, that's it. What's the formula, Abigail? Good. Interest equals PERT. And this is, I'm going to put in parentheses, this is just for simple interest. Okay, what if the problem tells you that the interest is compounded annually? What is the formula that you need to use? Grace? Good job. So I'm going to put in parentheses in case you need to write these down. I'm going to abbreviate. This is for compounded interest. The T is always floating at the top. It's always an exponent. What if they tell you to find the account balance, but it's simple annual interest? I should have all your hands up. Simple annual interest, how do you find account balance? Gia. If you have simple annual interest. No. What's the formula, Alexis? Good job. That's okay. Okay, you got to ask Gia, because if you ask, it should help a little bit. Okay, now you know, right? Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, listen, I will tell you, Dave, I'll be right with you. I will tell you this, guys and girls. You need to make sure that you're studying these formulas. We've done a lot of practice in class with them. You know what the formulas are, and also, more importantly, that you know how to solve for a variable. We did that a lot in chapters 2 and 3. So I'm testing you in this chapter on how to use these formulas, not to solve an equation. So if you need to work on that, make sure you do. If you need to practice some of these, cover up some of the problems that we've done in class, try them on your own, or go back on Blackboard, pause the video. Do whatever you need to make sure you're ready for this lesson. Shane? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. For compound interest, they'll tell you, find the balance of the account. If it's compounded annually, the interest rate is blah, 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 and all that. So yes, you will always find the balance for compound interest in this class. Yes, it gets more difficult, but that's not until business classes. Nathan M. Oh, I should have written that. For simple interest. Drew and Ray, please make sure you're paying attention. Sorry, I should have written that down. That's for simple interest. So they'll ask you to find the account balance if something has simple annual interest. The difference between these two is this one you just need to find the interest or the simple annual interest. This one they'll ask you to find the account balance if the bank or whomever has simple annual interest. So these are both account balances. This is compounded, this is simple interest. Okay? Anyone else? Okay, I need you to open up your book to page 372. And this is perfect because I wanted you to have at least 15 minutes. Guys, when you come in, what should you do? What should you look at? The board. Every day you come in, you guys know that. We're going to start taking off points for that. Every day you come in, you got to look at the board if you're not prepared for class. All right, those of you that are ready, I'm going to start explaining. Page 372, numbers 1 through 30. Some of them are very, very quick. It shouldn't take too long. And then 373, numbers 1 through 13. So, as always, this is your review. I need you to show your work, okay? I'll say that one more time. Show your work. If you do not do this, the review game is going to be very difficult tomorrow and it's not going to help you. So you need to make sure that you review everything from chapter 7. Yes, you may use your notes on this if you need to. I'm going to walk around today while you're working so I can make sure that you're on the right track. If you have any questions, I can help you. I am going to post the answers on the board again, so when you come in tomorrow, I think I'm going to make that your warm-up. Check your answers. That way you can try to figure out what you did wrong before the bell rings for class tomorrow. Okay? That way we have at least 40, 45 minutes for the review game. Okay? Any questions you have or anything you're not sure of, let me know. The 7.7 material that we just finished going over, if you need to go back to any of that, please do that today and or tonight. Okay, Chapter 7 test Monday. Any questions, Ray or Drew? What happened? That's okay. We'll just take it out. Okay, you're fine. All right, go ahead and get started. I'm going to come around. You guys have the rest of the class to work. What you don't finish is homework.